Hey guys, I just wanted to show you how I set up my boat for Southern California. Okay, I fish the bays and the coastal regions of San Diego, so I'm in San Diego Bay, Mission Bay, out off La Jolla or Point Loma. And if you see me out on the water, this is pretty much how my boat is set up. Okay, I need a live bait tank, and we need that in Southern California. We fill it up with sardines over at the live bait receiver. Costs like 20 bucks for a yak scoop, and that lasts me all day. So I got 3 poles on here. I could put 2 more in these channels. I mean, Old Town has really set up this boat nice. So what I've got is I got a large net because I'm targeting halibut a lot and I need the big net for that big fish. Got my live bait tank. I got my live bait net, a short gaff. This is a kick butt pole right here. This is the Abu Garcia Revo 40 HS Beast. That thing's about 250 bucks, but it's caught everything. That thing will catch a tuna. This is a Phoenix M1 rod. It's a heavy, and it'll go up to about an 8-ounce lure. I have 65-pound braid on it. You can see I have a halibut sliding swivel on there, a sliding sinker, and a Owner Gorilla Light 2/0 hook. This is an excellent live bait setup. You can't get better than that. And this is a beautiful little rod. This is a Daiwa BG 2500 combo. It's only about 100 bucks, and it just fishes everything. And here in Southern California, I don't know where you guys live, but we use these hookup baits. These hookup tube baits, they don't look like much, but geez, they catch everything. So what I've got is, I've got my Topwater 120 PDL. It's by Old Town. It's a fantastic kayak. They've set it up unbelievably well. I mean, I've got spots for 3 rods there, 2 more in the rod channels on the bow. This is a fishing pole holder that helps when I'm trolling or whatever I'm doing. I have an old HDS 7 Lawrence Gen 2 fish finder. This is the older model. And as you'll see, it's a great model, but it's dated. As you can see, it uses a separate structure scan box that handles all the 3D side imaging and down imaging for the unit. I know today they're all the modern ones, it's all built in, but I still think this one is the best. So we got their famous PDL drive, which is amazing. I tried the Hobie, but for me, I have a knee injury, and that Hobie back and forth action exacerbated my injury. So I tried this, and it's more therapeutic. I'm out there like 8 hours sometimes because I fish the tides. We have big tides in San Diego. So I usually try and get there on a winning low tide, and then I'll fish the tide. I'll ride the tide out to the bait receiver, fill up with bait, fish, and then I usually have, who knows, I have up to 6 hours, 8 hours before I have to come back in and ride the tide in, the high tide. So this is all my setups. Let's see. I have a big battery that goes in here. Or upgraded Old Town, their updated seat on the Predator. That's when it comes in the Predator. Got my little fish ruler. My other pole is just a cheap Abu Garcia Max combo, which is also amazing. I fished that thing for years, and it just keeps going. All this stuff this is all the best of the best stuff right here as far as I'm concerned. I made this bait tank. You can see there's the outlet, put some holders for my nets and my gaff. I scavenged the parts off my old bait tank in my boat. That hose, that outlet, this pump I bought, and this pump is, I see these guys coming up with these crazy rigs. They have these primer bulbs and one-way valves, but you don't need that. You basically, you basically just need the pump to be able to get water. And that's what I have here. I cut this angle so it faces forward on that tube. I stick this in my scupper hole, and it's ready to go. It's in the water. You plug in the pump, nothing's going to come out of the pump because it needs to be primed, but all you have to do is pedal, or if you got a paddle, stroke 2 or 3 times forward, and it primes the pump, and away you go. It doesn't stop pumping the entire day. It works really well. I mean, I don't need all that fancy primer ball and one-way valves. So you can see there's the outlet right there. And then this is the inlet right here. This was in my previous bait tank, and it had just this little inlet, but we soldered on this tube and drilled. There's a bunch of holes in the back here, probably 20 of them, and the water gets forced out of that tube. It comes around in a circular motion and keeps the sardines alive. So this thing will hold, what, 100 sardines, and they'll stay alive all day. So anyway, that's my bait setup, and it's really important in San Diego. You catch way more on the live bait than you do on the plastics. I do enjoy throwing the plastic, but if I want to bring home fish for the freezer, live bait every time. So what else? Little flag I got on the back, that's required. I usually throw this in my truck. I can also throw it on my trailer and pull it behind my Jeep. I got this old utility trailer, and I just roll it up on there, hook the trailer to the Jeep, and take it down to the bay. Rudder deploys like this. You just pop the little deal, flip the handle, your rudder's deployed. Seats adjustable. What else? The whole thing is amazing. You couldn't really ask for a better kayak than this. Old Town just did a fantastic job. So I haven't tried one of their new ones. I would like to. The new ones with the motors, I hear those are amazing, and the motors last a long time on the battery. That would really be helpful in San Diego. Because as it is now, I always fish with the tides. The tides determine the time that I go. Because I'm going to ride that tide out. I'm not going to fight an incoming tide going out 4 miles. And then I come back with the incoming tide. Because otherwise, I mean, I'd be dead pedaling against the tide both ways. So anyway, I always have to choose days where the tide is going out in the morning and coming back in later in the afternoon. And if I had one of those motor deals, I suppose I could just glide out there. Anyway, this thing's amazing. Smooth. I probably have 200 hours on this kayak, and it's just been fantastic. Hey guys, this is the bottom of the yak. I just wanted to show you the transducer setup I have here. Because this is for my HDS7 Gen 2. It's an older Lowrance fish finder. And when I bought it, 10, 12 years ago, it was state of the art. It was the latest thing out. Because it was the first one to have side scan on it. Now they all have side scan, and for a lot cheaper. This thing cost me like $1,500 when I first bought it. So it's a decent setup still. I'm sure the new ones are better and cheaper and lighter, but this is what I have. And it seems to fit in there real nice in the bottom of the Topwater 120. You can see it's got a stainless mount, and it's got, I rigged it up so I can put both transducers on there. I used to use just one, just the regular down sonar, but I wanted the side scan and the down imaging. So anyway, it works out well. You can see it clears the side scan, the structure scan transducer. This one hits a little bit, not much. You can see the scrapes on it, but this thing really works good. I think it's got way more power than the new units. Sucks more battery juice, and it has to have a separate box for the structure scan. But you know, if you got it, you got it. And this thing really works perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Look.